Hi, I'm Shana Galen, and I'm here to talk a little bit about the inspiration for my story, A Prince and Her Stocking, in the new novella, in the new anthology, Christmas in Duke Street. And when Grace Burrows and Carolyn Jewell, Miranda Neville, and I started talking about this anthology, we knew we wanted to set it in a bookstore. And so I had to kind of brainstorm some ideas about stories that would take place in a bookstore. And whenever I thought about bookstores, I kept thinking about hidden treasure. And the bookstores themselves have hidden treasure because when you go in and you're browsing, I always seem to find these books that I never knew existed and are just absolutely amazing to me. And whenever I open a book, I never know what kind of story I'm going to get or what kind of, it's sort of like a treasure. And so I thought in my story, I could make books literal treasures. So in A Prince and Her Stocking, the hero is a prince from a country where there's been a revolution, and he has had to escape the revolution to survive. And he's in London and he's penniless, but his mother had sent ahead, kind of foreseeing the revolution, she'd sent ahead some documents. And through different circumstances, they'd come to be hidden in a book. Sorry, I don't know what the dog's barking at. Stop. Shh, Sparky. They come to be hidden in a book and in this bookstore on the shelf. And so he goes to this bookstore almost every day and is looking through all the books for these documents that he believes are hidden and which he needs to kind of restore his life. And I thought I would just read a little tiny excerpt from my novella in here, which shows a bit about how I feel when I walk into a bookstore and what bookstores mean to me. So this is from A Prince and Her Stocking in Christmas in Duke Street. The bell above the door tinkled, and a woman of middling years entered on the shelf, which was the name of the little bookstore in Duke Street. Lucian took the opportunity to slip away, walking along the rows and rows of shelves along 3 walls of the store until he found the location where he'd left off the day before. The shop was as familiar to him as the lines on his hands by now. It had become an old friend to him, the smell of paper and ink and leather bindings almost as comforting as the smells of the palace in which he'd grown up. That's it. This is on sale now.